sister Kim lost all of her rights. Our entire family lost our rights. The reason why I say that is because the court did everything they could to keep us from advocating for my sister. My mom would get so upset when she go to court that she would at times get tongue-tied and was unable to speak. When she got attorneys to represent her, they painted her as a bad guy and said she was a bad guardian because the trustee at the time, Mark Haywood, messed up the carpet via hiring a very unprofessional restoration company that messed up the carpet in the house. Mind you, my mother replaced that carpet with her Social Security check because the trustee at the time refused to do so after it was his fault it got messed up. Then, afterwards, he and his cronies came in, blamed her for the condition of the carpet, even though the carpet was no longer in the house, because she had it replaced, ran down there to the judge at the time, Martin T. Maher. He's no longer the judge. And then Lion basically blamed her for the bad condition of the carpet and said because the carpet was bad, she was not a good guardian. So that's when Martin decided to not listen to her attorney, not listen to her, deny her due process rights, embarrass her in the courtroom by saying she's, quote, deplorable, when she did absolutely nothing wrong, and took away her guardianship. And then that's when Kim started getting public guardians, such as Marlena Jihad, who ran away because she said, quote, it would be career suicide to go up against Mark Haywood. So instead of protecting her ward as she was supposed to, she ran away. The next guardian, Charlene Glover Hogan, was the guardian for 6 years and did nothing but take Social Security checks, make false accusations, like the one she made against me. After I stopped going to court for a while because of my own personal issues, and she made false allegations against me. Not to mention, she barely talked to Kim, and then when Kim told her what she wanted, she ignored her. She was so bad to the point that there was an incident where I recorded what Kim wanted, because when you talk to Kim and you explain to her the situation, she'll tell you what she wants just like anybody else. But the problem at the time, her memory was bad, so we recorded. And then when I went to play for them, James McKenna, GAL, and Charlene Glover Hogan, former guardian, they really ran out the door to keep on hearing what she had to say. So they also took my rights away, or at least attempted to. On several occasions, they would not even have hearings. They would just make a decision in favor of the opposing party. They did not want to listen to anything I had to say, whether I was there representing myself, whether I was there to advocate for Kim, which the court says that they're supposed to offer reasonable accommodations for a person with disabilities. And one reasonable accommodation would be assistance with communicating with the court. Now, she can talk, but she does forget things. And I was going in acting as a witness because I heard her say certain things. I even recorded several things she said, telling the court what she wanted, what she did want. They never had evidentiary hearing. They never wanted to hear what she had to say. They didn't want to hear what I had to say based on my witness statement, not just witnessing what she said or told me that she wanted or didn't want, but witnessing the bad behavior of the opposing parties. The court never gave me an evidentiary hearing. They basically worked several times to humiliate me, make false accusations against me, saying that I was on drugs or alcohol because all my teeth came out. All my teeth really came out, like I said in the other video, was some stress from the court and things of that sort. And then they constantly go to court and lie, and then every time I would tell the court they're lying, let me prove it, they didn't want to see the proof. So they got to a point where there was one incident, I believe last year, Judge David Brass at the time basically snapped at me, talking about, oh, Melissa think this is her courtroom, this is not her courtroom, this is my courtroom. The judge was talking about himself. And it's not his courtroom. The courtroom was there for the people. He was literally elected by the public. I'm a member of the public. So therefore, it is my courtroom. It's all the people's courtroom, not his, but he want to act like a tyrant and say it's his courtroom, all because I asked to be heard. And then when I finally did get heard, after a long time of them ignoring me, it was only because I had court watchers there. I had several court watchers there, and they was there to witness their bad behavior. And even then, they was reluctant to hear what I had to say. And then I said a lot because I told him a lot of things he wouldn't let me say before. And then he gonna tell me to stop hollering. And I'm like, in my head, well, you had let me speak years ago like you were supposed to and listen to me. I wouldn't be that emotional and upset now. Because you would actually did your job, you would did it correctly and listen to what I had to say when I was telling you about all the abuses of the GAL, all the abuses of the guardians, professional or public guardians, and all the abuses of the trustees. But he refused to listen. And then they just basically, so they took my mother's rights to due process away, they took my rights to due process away, and things of that sort. So, and my nieces, they try to attack my niece now, saying that what she was doing was a conflict of interest because she get paid as a guardian. She doesn't get paid as a guardian, so they outright lie. The judge know they lying, and the judge never punished them for lying. They literally commit criminal acts because that's perjury. They go to court and lie, and the judge let them get away with it. Lynn Marie Adams, the new trustee, she even admitted that she wanted to do some illegal stuff in the new trust that she drafted, saying that she wanted to make illegal investments with Kim's money. But they didn't call her out on that, and they just let her change the trust without Kim's consent, and the trust that she changed it to benefits her and not Kim. So they not only take your loved ones' rights away when they get put in probate court, they take the family members away too. Whoever come down there to try to advocate for them, they do things to try to intimidate you, berate you, defame your name, mess with your reputation, attack you, even try to get you locked in prison or in jail. They also try to make you feel like you're less than human. They'll do things like laugh in your face, laugh at you, because this has happened to me on several occasions. And when I knew I was right. So, yeah, when you go to probate court and your loved one go to probate court on the guardianship, they take everybody's rights, or at least they attempt to. You can fight back like I've been doing for years and call them out. Even if you don't win in court, you could put them on blast in public. I literally went to reports before I put them on blast. I have news articles that was published because I kept seeking reports to get their attention. I've been making TikToks for a few years now, telling different stories, different situations, stuff like that, and things like that to fight back. And they didn't like that too much, but I honestly don't care because when I kept begging them to leave my sister alone, they wouldn't. When I stepped away from the case for years because my anxiety got so bad because of the humiliation they put me through, they hauled me back into court. So they can't be mad now because I got sick of their mess and decided to fight back. But be aware, when your loved ones get put in probate court, in Michigan at least, they don't just take their rights away and present them or treat them like they're dead. They take their loved one rights away too who advocate for them.